28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Fred Warner in.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Austin McGinnis on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle, like that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it. It's Mack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So first possession, fourth and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Packer first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Number 86.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
To number 82.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Green Bay.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Royal plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I'm walking, I'm no yard. Telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chips on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. What is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a foot race.
They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete.
Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give him a tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
For the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good little steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete.
Those are airplane cookies.
I was like, these are the cookies.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, you're staring at a 4th down.
Yo, I haven't been in that. Just a job lot. You probably never been there. Like, what do you do?
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
We've been there for 2 seconds.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Packers.
What's up? Come here.
10-6 the score.
Put your head.
One right here on EA Sports.
10. Packers 6.
Get your controller. Where's your controller? Where's your controller?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10.
Wait, bye to me.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
It's a good game of 11. Sets him up
Get out of
1st
there.
and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Yeah, okay. I know. Come on.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A game there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Mack. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
From the contact. It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he stopped immediately there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
No.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mack. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They go right back to Mack. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Did he open his door?
No.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Sometimes with the running
He's
game,
in a real
you just gotta
serious
stick
mood
with
right
it.
now.
Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
You don't even hear that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead. It's
been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Packers 13.
On the ground, it's Mack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the drive. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are back within a score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 23. Packers 20.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, Mack. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
2nd and 11 now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 30. Packers 20. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Green Bay.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now a carry from Mack. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.